I'm not looking forward to riding my bike outside.
You haven't did your outside exercise today.
I haven't. It's cold outside.
Well, baby, it's cold outside.
No, it's not Christmas. We don't sing Christmas songs around Christmas. I really can't stay. I've got to go away. Now think about Christmas songs. Dadgummit.
It's all about layers. If you layer properly, then the elements shouldn't matter. But you definitely have to layer properly.
I've come to understand that logic and mildly agree with it.
Well, what else was you going to do?
No, because then part of me is just like, no matter how cold it is, like no matter how much you wear, it's just going to be cold.
Well, I mean, to a certain extreme, yeah. But you can still, the technology has advanced enough where there's enough
layers. That's what I'm saying.
You'd be working in Antarctica, there's still
I agree now.
Stuff you can wear that's super duper.
Do people work in Antarctica? I don't think they're outside in Antarctica. Like,
well, no, but I mean, like the scientists
bunkers and stuff like that. I'm sure it's still cold inside.
Yeah. Well, it's just, but you have to find your. I watched it was like a horror movie or something where I forget. I think it was like an old horror movie. Was it Kurt Russell or something where they work at a sub-zero place, but you have to clamp because you can't even see it. It's like snow. You clamp and then you like have to trail yourself.
Like with a rope?
Yeah, to like different places. So if you get blown away. It's kind of like crab fishing or like deep sea fishing where you clamp yourself to the boat so you don't like fall off.
No, absolutely not.
What was that? I think it's what show's that? The Deadliest Catch?
I don't know.
The Deadliest Catch or something? Yeah. People actually, that's one of the dangerous jobs.
Beth is here. She says, hello. Like I said,
danger job.
For some reason, I always read that as Mrs. Doubtfire. Joyce is here. Says, good morning, Whack fam. Aaron's here. Hello. Juju's here. Says, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. How are you today? Doing awesome. Krista's here. Good morning. Melanie's here. It says, good morning, Autumn and Richard and Warg Nation. Chris said, ogres have layers. Yes, they do. I think only Shrek is.
Well, I think they also have a layer of blubber.
Ew.
Like whales.
Well, Gail's here. Says, good morning, Autumn and Richard. Dr. Wise is here. Sylvia's here. Says, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Absolutely. Alyssa's here. Says, good morning.
Good morning,
Fee said, hey, everyone. Happy hump day. Finished my yoga workout with my 4-year-old daughter. Oh, that's so cute. Little baby's doing yoga. Baby yoga. So
that's a great photo. It's when you have bonding moments. Like
yes, exactly. Rhonda's here. Says, good morning, you guys. Tammy is here. Says, happy Camel Hump Day, everyone. Absolutely. He says, heyo, welcome to another Wacky Wing Wednesday. Oh, that's exciting for you. Beth says, every time I come here to refresh, waiting for the live, your wedding video starts playing, and I feel sad about Jen. I hope she's all right and comes back soon.
Oh, wow. You have that set up? That's neat.
No, I don't. No, I don't have that set up. I think it just like default. I don't know what it defaults to.
It might be just for Beth's. Beth's screen.
Maybe it's on the maybe I have that set as my channel video. Is that what I have it set as? I know, right? Oh, Jen. So yeah, we need to. I'm just gonna ride past her house. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
I'm pretty sure that.
Joy said, I loved the morning video of you and Amber. Yeah, so we are gonna start putting a video over on Watch Autumn Keto called Wednesday, where we just it's like an advice video, where you can ask us questions just about random things. Well, not random, family questions, money questions, or love and relationship questions, and we just kind of give our advice on them. So because we come from different points of view on a lot of things, but we come from similar points of view on a lot of things. So yes. Dr. Y says, yes. Hey, Chris, you're on it this morning. Chris is on it every single morning. Like, absolutely. Just about his wit and cleverness. Aaron says, funny, I just listened to a podcast where they interviewed a deep sea diver who went to Antarctica to study the largest iceberg. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Why would one study an iceberg? Like
probably climate reasons.
Like maybe to like see like its rate of decline or something like that. Okay, I'm just like it is an iceberg, so
to measure
it, like Beth said it was written as Mrs. Doubtfire. Good to know, because that's how I'm gonna read that pretty much. So yes. Dee's here says,
so
morning,
cute.
good weathers. Just got back in for the live and to feed the cats. Absolutely. I mean, good with all your cats.
Yes.
Let's see. He said, also keep in mind that it is far easier to warm up than to cool off. You can be sitting there naked and naked. I love that, and still be hot. Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the thing I guess that bothers me is that change in temperature. It's like I'm cold when I start, and then I end up getting like hot when I'm working out. So it's like I got to figure out, do I take off my scarf? Oh, now these gloves make my fingers sweat, or oh, now it's too cold, so I got to put them back on. Like,
well, that's why I said I don't like
so
exercising in the elements anyway. I hate cold sweats.
Yes, Sarah's here says,
I've
hello,
had enough
people.
of them to know that they are crap.
Yeah, they just get on my nerves.
But no, that's the thing. Is like, in both extremes, there's only so much you can take off. But you can always put most stuff on. You can walk around like a bigger, you can't even put your arms down. You can put so much layers on.
Look.
But you can only be like in a thong and like an umbrella over your head.
I'm Chandler. Could I be wearing any more clothes? That's a friend's thing. But you can always put on like more. But it's difficult when the whole point is to move and exercise, and have mobility. So.
Well, it's also the thing is like, with cold, you don't like it's super dangerous because if it gets wet, so cold and wet are freeze. The two combos.
Absolutely.
Like if you're hot, you can't really. I mean, I guess you can fall in a bowl of glass or something. You know what I mean? But when you're cold, it's like
glass. What? Where did this go?
I mean, just like reflective, not broken.
Okay.
Like reflective, like trying to amplify the heat.
Oh, okay. Like somebody put a magnifying glass.
But it's super easy to amplify the cold.
Yeah,
like
no.
If you're lazy,
you're right. When you make it wet,
ain't no warming that up. You might as well be like, run for something.
Yeah, that's going to be a real Titanic situation.
The heat, you can't really. But when you cold, anything else.
Chris says, "Oh, that reminds me. We were having wings for dinner. What kind of wings? How are the wings prepared? I don't like wings. Time to say good morning, Autumn, Richard, and all.
I love me some wings.
Gail said, Autumn, does Zip-Fizz break a fast in your opinion? I'm changing my thoughts on this. Well, here's the thing. There's reasons to fast for there's two different reasons, or there's multiple reasons, but to me, there's two main reasons, for weight loss and autophagy, and for weight loss, no, in my opinion, it doesn't break a fast. Like nothing over 50 calories breaks a fast. Mm-hmm. But for the autophagy and really giving your insulin levels a break and
And what is autophagy?
Like your body repairing itself because it doesn't have anything else to do. Because when you eat, the first thing your body does is stop what it's doing and turn to attack the food. Are we going to digest it, and are we going to use it to build muscle? Are we going to store it here? So by not eating, your body has now time to repair itself in other ways. So
it's whatever goes into it is knew something attack.
Yeah, exactly.
But if there's nothing there, then they're I guess clean up.
Yes,
sweeping.
Yes,
everybody's sweet.
Exactly. So I do believe that sweeteners, maybe especially sucralose, will probably stop or pause
imitate that something coming in.
Yeah,
what is that?
So to me personally, I would have a Zip-Fizz if I wanted it, not worrying about it breaking my fast. But I could see how, depending on what you're fasting for, some people just do plain water, black coffee, tea, nothing with a sweetener. Because nothing with calories, nothing with nutrients, nothing that will make your body have to process it. Yeah,
so you know something that just goes in and out.
Yeah,
straight through.
In and out, straight through. Exactly. So, so that's my thoughts on that. Personally, it doesn't bother me, but technically, you could consider. Yeah. And then, I'm really working. I don't know who I am right now, but I'm really working. I'm thinking about reducing my intake of sucralose overall. Exactly. Just because, I just want to clean up my diet. A crisis of conscience here. Yeah, thoughts. Exactly.
Deep into your thoughts.
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Let's see. He said, thanks to your suggestion, I'm having smoked heath loaf. Exactly. Today for lunch, I added it to my spell check dictionary. That is awesome.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Do you have any royalties coming your way?
I know, right? Please, I'll put a little, asterisk every time you use the word Heathrow.
Yeah.
Melanie said Twinergy hoodies, please. Yeah, I mean, I can't not make merch, so there'll be stuff coming pretty soon, but that's not, up there in the priorities of things right now. Kathy Pianese says, hello, Whack fam. It's Double Live Wednesday. Yes, it is. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, today is hashtag Whack Wednesday.
So you didn't forget.
Melanie said Joe Ray is shouting out the channel like button. Absolutely. I haven't watched Joe Ray's video, but I saw she posted it on the Facebook group, so I want to watch that today. Maybe I will watch that while I'm on the bike, because yesterday, do you know also why I'm having probably like a crisis of conscience?
What happened?
Is because on my bike ride yesterday, I was watching Matt's interview with Dr. Ken Berry.
You were. I came outside and saw that.
Yeah. And so, I'm just like, that is aspirational. He's mostly carnivore, but, whole real food. Like I said, I've been eating junk this year, dessert wise. Yeah. And I'm just like, man, just getting back to actual food, not needing to feel the taste of sweet all the time.
So is that what he's preaching?
No, he was preaching sustainable and regenerative farming. I was just like, he was just like, grow your own fruits and vegetables and stuff. Yeah. And so I was just like, I don't want to, but he was talking about the necessity of it. And I was like, maybe we can just go talk to our next door neighbors who have a legitimate farm. He's making me think do I need chickens? Should we get our own eggs? I need to go find a rancher in the area. I was just like, man, I should really make it a point to eat more locally.
I think it's more so about just going to your local farmers markets and stuff like that, as opposed to going
big stores.
You have local farms in your area that grow chickens, that, have eggs and meat and all kind of great products that are straight from them, as opposed to some other middle person.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So maybe this year we
do more farmers market.
Make more of a an effort to get that food instead of going to our just the local grocery.
To add to that, to take it one step further, once you start knowing these farmers and knowing these individuals, then they can actually hook you up with more. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, instead of getting your Kroger card or something, you actually get a person-to-person card.
Yeah, Dr. Kim Berry, he's on a first-name basis with the place where he gets his meat and the vegetables. He knows the people that grow his food.
Hey, Greg, I'm gonna be over to get them 30 pounds of pork. I'll be on the way.
That's my sweetheart going to get his pounds of pork. But yeah, so I was just like, maybe I should focus more on eating locally. So he called it a locavore, which I thought was a great term. So Cece said, good morning, Autumn and Richard and the family. Low census day for me. We are glad that you are here. Yeah. Absolutely. Chris said Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner. Then we're going to the roller skating because that's what Ruth wanted to do.
So you're not making your own wings today?
That's nice.
You're going out.
We just recently talking about
Buffalo Wild Wings?
No, roller skating or ice skating or doing something on wings. No. He said, I'm so confused. How can you not like wings? What is your life? I mean,
welcome to my world, baby.
I don't know.
No, I mean, but not only that is you don't like any standard great meat the way it's
standard great meat. Chris said you mean under 50 calories, probably
like a good ribeye,
whatever I said.
A good New York strip, a good nice.
Chris said to Heath, a lot of people don't like bones in their meat. Exactly. Kathy said bones. Heath, no bones. Exactly. Oh, yeah. I can't. No. I just don't like.
Well,
I don't like, but also I've realized I don't like holding something and putting it close to my mouth. I don't like biting off of something and tearing away from it,
So I like to tender, you can just
take a fork or anything, and I like to place the food. I don't like to go to my food and tear away. I like to place the food in my mouth.
I think my father. I was talking to my mom the other day. I was like, because the way my dad used to do stuff, we was always so hungry. Because I said when we used to go, we never
peanut butter and crackers. I was thinking about that yesterday.
We never did fast food. And I told my mom, instead of going fast, whenever we went to the park as a family and thing, on the way back, how you normally stop somewhere, yay, together. No, instead my dad would go to either Kroger or First Link or Walmart and buy a whole pack of wings. And then this was before wings was actually popular. So wings was the cheapest meat you could get at the store. So we'd buy a pack of wings. We would go home, You tired? You're like, okay, Dad, okay, I'm hungry. Let's do. He would go and chill for like 30 minutes, and we'd be like, stomach is growling. Come on, man, we hungry. He would come downstairs and then start cooking. So by that time, your stomach's eating itself. You just turn on your own, turn on yourself, bite my arm.
As a small kid.
So he put chicken, any bone, it didn't even matter. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to eat half the bone too. Like, this is good. I see the dogs. I'm telling you, man, it's like growing up, I never thought about the bone. I just thought about the food. The bone was just in the way.
But honestly, like I said, we didn't really have meat a lot in my house because we was poor. So, we didn't. So it was like hamburger helper, ground beef. Like we didn't have, I didn't have a steak till I was an adult. Like I never had like a whole steak beef till I was an adult.
We just bought cheap meat. Like I said, back then, like 20 years ago.
But to us, like hot dogs was cheap. So hot dogs don't have bones,
Yeah, but no, back then, chicken wings was literally like chicken thighs now. Right? Chicken wings, you can buy a whole pack of chicken wings for like $5, $6.
Yeah.
So it's like you can buy 2 packs of hot dogs.
Feed a family,
or a whole pack of chicken wings.
But I mean, my grandmother did make fried chicken. I would just always eat the skin. She would shake it in the flour. I'd just eat the skin, and I would try to pick the breast meat off the bone.
If he was grilling, it could be barbecue chicken. It could be grilled chicken. He would always wait so long to where our stomachs would be like.
I feel like that's what you do too. I feel like you will start cooking at 8 p.m.
Now I'm trained.
8:45. Like
if you do something for 20 to 30 decades, guess what? It's sticks.
Linda's here. Says good morning, Whack fam. Linda, wasn't it just your birthday? How did that go? He said, Autumn, I'll hook you up when I post a recipe for mandatory meeting Monday. Yes, absolutely. Let me know.
I'm still affected.
Mel Matthews is here, says I'm late to the show. Happy hump day. We're glad that you're here, Mel. Yeah, no, I mean, we are all just products of our environment.
And I said we couldn't snack, so I couldn't. It wasn't like we was hungry. It's like, I'm going to go make me a sandwich. I'm waiting for your dad. No, you open that refrigerator door, you better bought something to put in it. That's like,
man, I was just talking to Richard. Like, I didn't grow up with any male in my household, because my dad wasn't there, no uncles or anything. I didn't have any brothers. So, like, there weren't men in my house. It was me, Amber, Mom, Grandmama, and then Aunt Beverly for a little bit of it, so it was just all of us. So we didn't even have any, like, the most authoritative energy in our house came from Grandmama, which is pretty funny, but no, we never had those, like, you got McDonald's money sort of conversation.
Well, no, see, and that's the funniest part, because on my mom's family, mom's family, her parents, the roles were reversed because my granddad was a pastor. So he was so like genteel and stuff. So my grandmom on my mom's side, she was the one that would mess around. But see, me, I was always, she loved me, but I saw the wrath on other people. Like, I ain't said nothing. Every time we called her Mama. It was Mama and Pawpaw.
Mama.
Yeah, and Mama did not mess around.
That is so funny.
So that's why I was growing up. So it was always just the dynamic of the household. So it wasn't traditionally your dad, the man had to do something. So it was like whoever picked the hat up was the one that wore the hat. Okay?
That's pretty funny.
No, it was hilarious.
Aaron said, I can't wait to do a garden again this year. It's been a few years since I've been able to do it. I know my kids will love doing it. I just don't want to garden at all.
See, I'm a great starter of gardens. Like week 3 is over.
Dr. Ross said, I surely miss our market Saturdays here. COVID, has taken it away from our downtown events. Yeah, exactly. Sarah said, was skating with a friend last week. Jeez, Louise, I haven't gone skating in years.
It'll come back, Dr. Ross. Just stay focused, hopeful, and
due diligent. He said, yes, find your local farmers. That's how I found Dapper Goat Farm. Their goat cheese is amazing. I know, right? Gail said, I wish I could only get the flats for the wings. I mean, wing pieces don't mean anything.
If you actually go to the butcher counter, you can. They can cut those. They can straight cut those off for you.
Yes.
Just go to the local butcher, any grocery store's butcher counter. And you actually can just take the package you got there, give it to them.
Mel said, how do you eat pizza? That is another thing. I don't like. Look, the taste of it is so good that I will overcome the uncomfortableness, the discomfort because I don't like to bring things to my mouth and like bite into it and tear away. That is true with burgers, with pizza, anything that I have to bite into. It's like this, it's this fear of like, not this fear, but this aversion to like having things touch my cheeks. Like, I know. I'm not saying, but still, I don't like the taste and the texture of meat on a bone enough to overcome that. But with pizza, yes, I will. I mean,
See, I wouldn't even.
I absolutely agree
I
with
would
you.
consider a pizza like a chicken tender. It's like
no, because the pizza is wide, and like when you bite into it, like it can. It gets
I never
near
knew
your
about
cheeks.
the cheek thing. Is new to me right now. I never
Yeah, no, that's really what it is. Like the meat on the
I'll
bone
write
is
that
what
down.
stops most things from even getting to that point. But really, like I don't even like to bite into burgers a lot just because of like when the food has to get near your cheeks.
Okay, I'm on it.
I know, right? I don't like it. I know. I realize that I
always
am
knew you were a special
weird.
eater. It's okay. My sister is the same way though. She can't do
See,
like
he said I always eat the cartilage from the
tomatoes
wings.
and-
It's good for you.
I mean, trust me, in my household, you might be lucky if there a bone left after. You seen how I did on my ribs? You seen my ribs?
No.
Like when you went there and saw my bones, like you was like, "This how you eat ribs?" Remember?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that thing that was barely dead. Yeah, I mean that was picked. It looked like a dinosaur had got to that.
Welcome to my household.
Oh my God,
that bone was lucky. Okay?
That's crazy.
That bone got lucky. It was almost gone.
Cece said, "Autumn, how's your gallon water intake? I have to be around a bathroom at all times." Yeah, luckily for me, I am around the bathroom at all times. But my gallon water intake it's pretty standard. Like I don't even think about it anymore. Like this is my second cup of water. I generally have like 5 to 6 of these is what makes up the gallon. I just force myself to drink it and use the bathroom. And so another thing that I do is like right before I get up to go to the bathroom, I just force drink myself, to drink some more because I'm about to immediately go to the bathroom. Nice. But yeah, it is when it becomes something you have to do, then you don't like feel any sort of way about doing it. I have to do it. So I do drink my water intake. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just what I do, Nice. Aaron said we grew up next door to my grandparents and we always had rice and whatever came out of the garden that day for dinner. I was in for it when I married a man who had meat and potatoes every night. Yeah. I mean, that's funny when I married a man that like cooks his food every night, like I'm just like, why are you always cooking? Why don't you already know what you're gonna eat a week in advance? Why must you insist on eating something different every day? Like it was a lot. It was a lot.
Fractured your psyche.
Tanya says, try to drink or sip slowly throughout the day. If you gulp, I find you have to pee more frequently. Yeah, I'm a gulper. I am a forced drink it to get it over with type person.
You're not an enjoyer of it.
Yeah. It's more about just to get it over utility. With. Yeah. Like I just got to drink it to get it over with. Rhonda said, we had fast food once a week and my friend would come over every time. That meant I had to share whatever my portion was with my friends. No, I ain't got them friends.
You ain't lying. My friend would be able to find a door lock. No. Like, Rick, are you in there? I'm sick. Go back home.
Go back
home. This is my food, not yours. No, I didn't play with my food, man. I mean, if I could have tolerated that a few times, but not every time.
That's funny.
One time, I'd have been told him, like, look here.
We ain't friends. On your house phone, exactly.
Yeah, you stay at home today.
That said, Richard, I can ask them to cut the wings in the meat section. What? I don't buy them because I don't like separating the wings.
Oh yeah, that's why they're there.
That's why the butchers are there to butcher your meat.
That's the funny thing is most people don't even utilize it. Most people just grab whatever they put in the thing and go home. It's like they literally want to do stuff. Like go talk to them.
I mean, you do notice they're always by themselves. Like the butchers,
they literally they're
just standing there trying to catch your eye. Like, do you need anything?
It didn't dawn on me until I worked at my job. It's like I used to go with the other guys to shop, and they would literally walk to the counter. I'm like, you passed my ball to pack goods. They're like, what do you? No, you go right to the source. They're like, hey, could you give me this, and this? And they go back there, seal it up, and wrap it up personally for you. I'm like,
for free?
I was like, I never blew my mind too. Okay, I went 20-something years in my life without even knowing that. It was just like, funny. Yeah, I thought you were just like sweeping back there, just making sure stuff didn't like fall on the ground.
Oh my God.
No, that's literally what
Gigi said, I got the Zip Fizz Immune Health. It's packs instead of tubes. It has the same base formula as the regular Zip Fizz, but added vitamins and minerals, no caffeine. The only flavor is mixed berry. I was like, oh, that sounds like regular Zip Fizz, but no caffeine's a little different. He said, Richard, you were a saint. I don't know if I could handle all of that. I mean, trust me, he can't handle all of that either. He's just like, why are you the worst? I'm like, I know.
He said he had a mama as well. At the top.
Oh, that's awesome. Alyssa said, I have to cut my burgers in half because it would end up all over my face otherwise. I understand you on that part. Pizza, I'm okay with. Yeah, that's why I cut my burgers in half too. Because, anything to make it more streamlined to fit into the mouth. Yes, exactly.
Growing up, I mean, It's just what it was. Man.
Yes.
I mean, that's why my eating habits the way it is. I mean, I don't know, my dad forced us to intermittent fast or something. It's like,
that's so funny.
We hungry, get dinner and cook something. He's like, I will in a minute.
Gail said, Autumn, I have to laugh whenever you drink your zip fizz. You said it was a tang in the back of your mouth. Yeah, I mean, it hits you right here, like especially the pink lemonade. You just be like, whoa, oh, it's tart. So tart. Yes, I absolutely love it. Kathy said, some people have aversions. I understand that. That's not me. I just eat about everything. Yeah, nah, man. I recognize
that's me, Kathy.
I am pretty picky. Dr. Watts said, clean them bones. No. Mm-mm.
I said, give me on a quart of trouble.
No, Joy said, being half British, I use a fork and knife for lots of things, pizzas, burgers, and a lot of other things. Yeah, I use a fork and knife for a lot of things because it provides direct control to the mouth, you know.
Well, a foldable piece, you can just fold.
Yes, and that is.
You only need a fork and knife, I think, on Chicago or Detroit.
Yes.
You need something that's too much. Spoon.
He said, if it has a face, I will eat it. If it's brown, it's down. If it flies, it dies. What is wrong with you?
Man.
Oh my gosh.
He used to be a hunter or something.
Oh my god.
He would go out there and get it from the
Beth said, I leave a lot on the bones because of that gristle. No, exactly.
Well, that's why you don't even mess with it.
That's what I'm saying. He scraped the bones. Like you can see his teeth marks because that is how I was just like, oh my god. I was like, I would have left so much more. And I would have been like, I'm done with this rib. Like literally, when I say I'm done with a rib, it's like 30% of the way, and then I just give it to him.
I mean, and that's another thing is that he never made enough where we were like gluttonously full. Like it was when he cooked.
You always wanted more.
He would always be like, we went all day, and then he'd give you 3 wings. I'm like, there you go. And you're like, what? And he eat bread with it, and then he's like outside. Like, of course, my mom put some green on the plate, so like green beans or spinach or something. So it'd be like chicken wings.
Yeah, he said ancestral appropriate diet. I know, right? So that's another thing that really inspired me about what Dr. Kim Berry said was that he was just like, because Matt was like, we've moved toward a technological utopia with all of these things that we have, you know? And Dr. Kim Berry was like, I love technology. Like I'm talking to you from my house, through my iPhone 12, on my computer, with all my little gadgets. But he said humans are still ancient creatures, and we cannot modify what goes in our body. Yes. We can modify everything about the world around us, but we can't modify our food. It has to be the ancient food that we ate, like the fatty, meats and the whole things like that. And, that was really... At
least until we get to like a Star Trek.
That was a lot worse, like a packet. Yeah, packet. Yeah, but that really stuck with me because they were talking about like Beyond Meat burgers and stuff like that. And it's just like you can't. There's no replacement. Like as modern as a society as we are, our bodies are not we haven't caught up. Our bodies haven't caught up. So you've got to feed it that ancient food. So
that's very true. And also to add to that, you got to figure these companies and stuff are still basing stuff off the old pyramids,
and money. Diet. That's really all they're. That's really all they're.
So it's not really. They're not really making the stuff to be.
Tanya says, but if the water comes out as fast as it goes in, is your body getting the benefits? I'm wondering. I like to get things over with too, but I realize it does not help with my chronic dehydration. I mean that's a good question. I feel like the reason you have to go to the bathroom is because everything is passed through where it needs and you have some left over in your bladder now, or that's where it went. So I figure if your body needed to absorb it for any reason, then you would have less in your bladder and have to go to the bathroom less frequently.
Sounds accurate to me.
I know, right? That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Oh, Melanie said online learning gotta go. Well, bye, Melanie. Kathy said I drink water when I'm thirsty. The end. I know, right? I can't. After 75 hard, I'm not going to do a gallon a day, but maybe like a half gallon a day. I do recognize the necessity of water, and I do recognize that I don't drink enough of it. Like I said, I can go my whole day having one of these. I do want to have more than 30 ounces of water a day, Kathy said, I've battled with electrolyte balance. Too much water causes me to cramp. No. Yeah, that's the same. You also have to use a lot of electrolytes because you are flushing your system. I don't think it's necessary to drink a gallon of water every day. I'm only doing it for the challenge, but I do recognize the health benefits.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
and it's just it's neutral. It's just 100% neutral. It's like the most neutral
I read your comment.
Can,
That's hilarious.
It's the most neutral thing you can drink. It's not going to disagree or agree with.
Yeah.
Straight through.
Yes. Kathy said Heath's dinosaur ribs sent me over the edge. Yummy. Yeah, with those big beef ribs. No, they served those in Texas while I was at KetoCon a couple years ago, and I was just like, nope, bunch of nope. Like I just can't do it. Mom said, took me long enough to find y'all this morning. Greetings and citations. Where have you been? Like, why couldn't you find us?
What's
like,
that?
Mom,
oh my God.
I guess she's like refreshing, but it didn't work or something like that.
Lost.
Exactly. I don't know. That sounds like a personal problem. So, Gail said, I'm getting so sick of seeing all the Frankenfood fake meat taking up more and more space in the grocery store, and they're putting it in the meat section. Like I'm like, don't do me. Like, don't put some ground beef and then a Beyond Burger right next to each other. No.
I mean, they pay for that
shelf space. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, that boils down to just know what you got to know more, about everything now.
Yes.
Like, be aware, know your ingredients, know what you put in your body. Simple as that.
Yes.
You can't just be like, I trust them.
They have my best interest at heart. Yeah, no. He said, turn the food pyramid upside down and suddenly it becomes, healthier for you. Exactly. It's literally upside down. Oh, that bothers me so much. Dr. Watts said, we have a local grocery store that sells flats only, wing packages frozen. I'm here for it. Nah, man. Flats. Is it drums?
It's just the leg part.
The drums. But are those the two parts though? The flats and the drum?
Yeah, the flat and the wing.
And the wing.
There's the three. Don't miss the three. It's 3 pieces on a traditional wing. The big meaty part is the flat.
The middle part.
No, that's the wing. Oh no!
No, the wing is the piece that goes in the middle. The flat, and then the drum is what's connected to the animal.
The other piece is the flats.
That little part. No, man. Nope. Still no. Absolutely not.
I mean, like I said, my dad used to buy the whole wing, so it was always a 3-piece. Like it was. They all 3 connected, so I never really was like, give me only this one part of the wing. It's like, no, give me the whole wing, because I even eat the little wingy part. Like,
my husband's a garbage disposal.
If you hungry as a kid, my dad trained us, or he just throws it on the table. We were like, Tasmanian devil.
The literal Hunger Games.
Basically,
they had to fight each other.
Smoke.
They had to fight each other. Fee said it works kind of how a desert has trouble absorbing water. It just runs off at first, but slowly absorbs. Your body absorbs more when it's slightly damp. That's pretty funny. So yeah, I can imagine the first that I'm drinking is just immediately starting to go through, but eventually some of that's getting absorbed. I like that analogy, but no,
that's true.
I'm just drinking it for the challenge right now.
It's all about
Rashana Sears says grind rising and happy Wednesday #WackFam. Grind rising. You don't have to take it that far. Barely drink anything.
No, you should drink water, like 2 cups a day.
Yes, Gail said, yes, Autumn, get it away from the real meat. Exactly, it's going to contaminate it. So, no.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Kathy said, I'm the vocal crazy in the cold section for claiming the junk food labeled as health food. Exactly. Garbage, crap, garbage. Dr. Watts said every order from Wingstop is flats only. Meat just slides off the bone. I still feel like it would be too chewy for me. So,
just give me all of the wing.
Kathy says 75 my way. Absolutely not. Not a thing. Okay.
See, I think we're like 10 deep. 75 my way.
So I ate yesterday.
But I wouldn't know because we don't have to post anything unless we want to.
I'm really glad because yesterday was my first green eating day in a while. I'd had great fasting days, but on the last 3 days that I ate, I just was yellow. I was just like, I'm just going to randomly include more stuff than was in my meal prep, right? So yesterday was my first green eating day. Stepped on the scale, 184.4, still gained 1.4 pounds. And I'm like, and that's fine. But, it's just all about what I'm eating and how I'm feeling about what I'm eating, not so much my weight, and also my working out. I did legs today. It was amazing. So like my weight is going to do what it do. I don't got no control over it. Debbie's here, says good morning. Ooh, Beth says I made yogurt for the first time this weekend. I do not have the yogurt button, so it was a little more work for me, but OMG, it's so worth making. Ew, why? How? What is the flavor? Gross. No, absolutely
Congratulations on your yogurt.
Yes. Rashana says 75 my ways with the rolls eye emoji. Hello, you right.
That's okay. Haters exist. I think 75 hard is a bunch of haters over there.
He said now I have to do a boneless wing recipe video.
Hard.
I would be interested in that.
75 my way crew don't care what 75 hard crew think.
Because they're doing it
their way. Basically. 75 my way over her.
You cracked me up. Boy, I'll tell you this, my husband cracks me up. Sarah said better than being in the 90s or 200s. You're right. So it is what it is. Like, my goal for 75 hard is, I mean, look, like I said, I've given up having weight goals. I want to eat right every day. And my weight will fall. I want to exercise. I want to build muscle, and I want, my weight will do what it does. Like, my goal is just to have more green days, like fewer yellow days, fewer red days, like all my days planned out, and then just eat properly the rest of the time.
I think 75 hard is going really well for you because this is kicking your butt, but you're kicking it right back.
But I'm kicking it right back. Yeah, it is true. It is truly showing me what I'm capable of and what I make time for when I remove the excuses, and have that accountability.
And you're proving to yourself that you can do it. See, that's the one thing impressive about 75 hard is you're all proving that you can do. But see, for us in that gray area, we give us some steps, we give us some time. We ain't there yet. We getting there, kind of.
Yes. Tanya said, yes, Autumn, you're doing great. If you feel good, that is great. You will change something. When you need to, you're already thinking about changes. Yeah. Like listening to Dr. Barry, and I know all this stuff. It's just like, I need the reminder. I was re-inspired to clean my diet up. Like that's what I'm going to start next week with my burgers and brats. This is kind of the last week of like taco tray, Quest bar, even though I'm not having Quest bars, but still like bar. I really want to get back to that whole food.
More natural.
Yeah, like more whole food. So I can still have desserts, but stevia, monk fruit. I make it myself, like a fat bomb, like no prepackaged. Kind of going back to like it needs to have fewer than 5 ingredients if I'm going to use it, sort of thing. So
nice.
Yeah, so I kind of want to get back there. So Mel says steak tonight for me. I also wouldn't mind. Maybe the first week of February. No, next week's the first week of February. So maybe next week, even, I might do intuitive carnivore again, because that was really good for me. Like being able to just eat as much as I wanted,
What would be the
eggs, bacon, sausage, burger, and brats. Like I can have it all at the same time, So yeah, so because I realized even though my mind is always going to be like, you should have something sweet. Like if I'm just super full from what I'm eating, then it'll be easier. And that's what Dr. Barry said. He said, when you're truly satisfied with how much you've eaten, it's a lot easier to turn off that voice of like, you don't need anything sweet. Like you already had all that awesome food. So that's what I'm going to go with. And maybe it's intuitive. Maybe I track it and just put up to 2,700 calories. I don't know.
Say the second time you did carnivore, you were very successful.
Yes.
Like you didn't.
But see, I didn't love it. Like, but the thing is, I realized I don't need to love it all the time. I have to like it, and it has to be what's best for my optimal health. And that's what carnivore is. Because you guys, I love sweets. I love overindulging. But those are the things that I love. So I'm not going to love, at least in the beginning. So I have to force myself to do it anyway, because I do know that it is best for my optimal health. So
and after 3 times, it becomes a trend.
Yeah, exactly. It's a habit, So yeah, I'm really going to move toward maybe like total carbs during, like most times. Ooh. So I'm thinking like maybe every other Sunday. I was telling Amber every other Sunday I might have like a net carb or a yellow day, just depending on where I get toward my goals. But up until then, like I will need to make all of my green days like true total carbs, less junk, because it really is true. The less you have, the less you want. So I just gotta take it away. So
that sounds about right.
Yes. So yeah. Okay, guys, I gotta get to work. Got lots of stuff to do today. I know, right? For the people in the back. Yeah. So thanks so much for hanging out. Oh, don't forget, we got hashtag Whack Wednesday tonight. I know, right? Yay. So 8:30 p.m. Also,
cannot wait.
Go check out the Wednesday video that I posted over on Watch Autumn Keto. I really enjoy those types of videos, and we're excited to share them with you. Go comment over there, send us an email, and we will see you tonight over on Watch Autumn Keto. Okay.
Oh
bye.
Goodbye, all.
Oh, nice.
Goodbye.
Good. Oh.